You ready? Because we got it. He's coming after it. All right, buddy. Go on. Oh, look at that big tongue. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that noise. Hey kids, it's a beautiful day here at Zoo Knoxville. The wind is blowing, got some mist in the background. I'm very excited to talk about turtles today on The Wildlife. Have you ever found a turtle in your backyard? Well, the turtles here at Zoo Knoxville are just the same, except for kind of different. While these hard-backed, easygoing, extremely chill reptiles are very tough, they still need our help and our protection. So let's go see Michael and learn all we can about our carapaced comrades. Let's go see Michael. We're going to focus on the Aldabra giant tortoise and the radiated tortoise today. Here are some things you should know about them. Radiated tortoises are from the island of Madagascar, like the movie, and Aldabra giant tortoises are from the Aldabra atoll. Radiateds are the largest of the star tortoises, which is the pattern on their shells. Scientists thought giant tortoises were extinct until they found the Aldabra giant tortoise tucked away on its island. Tortoises can be very old. The oldest known radiated tortoise died at 188. The Aldabra giant tortoise can live to be 200. These fellows are big, and the Aldabra giant lives up to its name, weighing in at over 500 pounds. Radiateds are currently critically endangered, while the Aldabra giant has a conservation status of vulnerable. Hello.
Hey.
I hear there's a turtle expert in here. Michael? Is that
That's
you?
me.
All right.
Come on in.
All right. Wow.
So welcome here to the herpetology area at Zoo Knoxville.
It's huge in here.
It's this is our behind the scenes area where we raise a lot of really rare and critically endangered species from all across the world, but our primary focus is in Madagascar, in Southeast Asia. And this building is called the kitchen because it's where we prepare the diet to feed our critters.
Oh.
So as you can see, today is a diet day, and we thought maybe you'd like to help us.
I would love to.
Well, heck yeah, let's
Show
get
me
involved.
around. What do these guys eat?
A lot of them are herbivorous, particularly in our tortoise collection. We have some that are called fungivores because mushrooms are their favorite diet, and that's just a great name to say. We also supplement with browse, so you see these leaves in here. Some of the tortoises will hide underneath them. Some of them, sometimes they'll eat them. So it's the best of both worlds for these guys. But yeah, we prepare a diet for them about 4 times a week. And then the other times we supplement with the browse.
How many species of turtles do you have in here?
In our collection total, we have right at 27 species. So that is, we actually have more SSP species of turtle than any other zoo in the country. So SSP means Species Survival Plan.
Okay.
So that is, when you think of that, what zoos are trying to do with that is in most cases those animals aren't being returned back to the wild. In some cases there are, but a lot of it is we're just the last line of defense against extinction. So some of these species, say for example this Madagascar flat-tailed tortoises, you know, we currently hold 48 individuals of that species, more than anywhere outside of Madagascar. There's been news in the last couple of weeks that has shown that their habitat is literally disappearing before our eyes. Wow. And the call has gone out that folks that are working with them need to double their efforts. So we're already thinking like, well, where are we going to find more space so we can work to produce more of these tortoises? So that's just one small example of what we do here. We receive these lovely different types of greens. Wow. As you can see, we have kale, I believe that's escarole, and then we have some collard. And then basically all we do, it's very simple. I'll give you the first day intern lesson.
Oh, please.
And as with any intern, once I show you how to do it, I just walk away and let you cover it. So we just like to make it as pretty fun as we possibly can. You got it?
I got this.
Hot dog.
I ain't worried. Look at this.
Sweet.
Michael, I bartended for years, and we just cut fruit.
And you cut greens?
We cut greens all the time.
Okay.
We cut kale. It was a hipster bar, so these are hipster turtles eating the kale. So outside of turtle salad and greens, is there anything else you guys feed the turtles as a treat or anything?
As a treat, so for some of our critters, yeah. So particularly Big Al, our Aldabran giant tortoise, the big guy.
Al.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets. About once a month, he gets a large watermelon as a treat for him. So,
watermelon?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got to feed Big Al a watermelon today.
I agree, and so does he. I checked with him earlier.
All right, guys, we got our greens, we got our veggies. Now it's time for Michael to take me through this turtle smoothie we're about to make.
All right,
here.
yeah. So what we do here is we first got to shred up the various veggies.
Okay.
Yeah, so we typically give them a variety of peppers, sweet potato, zucchini. Okay. So
Look at that.
that was step one.
Well, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks really great. Yeah. So for some of our larger tortoises, this is kind of how we'll leave it for them. So we'll leave that there. Now we will switch some blades because we got to make it a little bit finer for our smaller guys. So you grab a mixture of greens, toss them on in there. I'm gonna let you hit the magic button. Just go ahead and see if you can do that. Boom. Wow. So yeah, now we'll do that.
Look at that consistency there.
Yeah. So we like to chop it up finely like this so the smaller tortoises aren't able to pick out specific items, so they're eating as much as we can. Boom.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Turtle hash. Michael, they say plating is a pretty important part of the meal.
Yes.
So let's make some turtle. Looks like these are the plates.
Yep.
We're gonna make some like turtle lettuce wraps or something right now.
Kind of, yes. So we use these plates. They're extra collard greens that we get in our diet.
Okay.
And we use that basically just so if you don't want to put the food directly on the substrate.
Okay.
Because you don't want the tortoise eating that. You give it this so that if they, for some reason, do eat all their food and they're still hungry, they have more food, and it's right there. So this is very complex.
Okay.
This is where you've got to be next level. This is why it's hard to be a reptile
I don't
keeper.
know if I can do it.
Yeah. So Brad, do you think you can step up to this challenge?
I don't know. You have to please be Gordon Ramsay and yell at me if I get it wrong.
Oh, don't worry,
okay?
I will. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. I mean, it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if I knew that our hands weren't directly involved in making it, I think it would be. I think I would have some. But
you're totally right.
but I know who I am. So.
All right. I think we've got our plates ready.
Perfect.
I think it's time to feed these guys.
I agree. Let's do it.
All right. All right, guys. It's lunchtime. There you go. So, Michael, I guess tortoises are kind of slow. When do they start eating?
Well, you're absolutely right. Sometimes they are very quick to the diet, and then other times, as we are seeing right now, they're a little slow to get going. So what we do is we will just place them around the food to help give them that kickstart.
Yeah, let's get them placed. Come on, little guy. Let's get you right over here.
He's like, oh, there's food. Where did that come from? So they do sometimes kind of bury up into the substrate, so you might have to cruise around to find them.
I see one right here buried. I got him.
Nice.
We have set the dinner table right now. Oh my gosh, this is the best salad I've ever had in my entire life. I can't believe this is on the diet menu. Yes, they're eating though. That makes me excited. I gotta tell you, I'm ready to meet Big Al.
Who isn't?
So, I know you mentioned he loves watermelon.
He does.
I think we have watermelon here to feed him, right?
Well, you might just be lucky enough that, yes, we do. We wouldn't let you come visit Big Al and not have
Boom melon.
his favorite food.
Let's cut this bad boy up and get Big Al fed. Come and get it, Al. We got you cut up pieces and a big giant piece. Let's go see Big Al. He's just chilling.
Yeah, he's enjoying some grass, and he also enjoys a nice fallen poplar leaf every now and again. Who doesn't? But you have...
Well, we have the gourmet treats
You
here,
have
Al.
the gourmet treats. So I have fed him a few times in my career, so why don't I hold this?
Okay.
And you can just grab some watermelon as you see fit.
All right, Al, you hungry, buddy? Hi. Hi. Some watermelon, buddy?
So as you see that although the watermelon is pretty soft, you definitely want to watch your fingers.
Yeah. Whoa.
And unlike most folks, he enjoys the rind as well.
He does.
So he eats everything. But Big Al has been here with us for, oh gosh, about 46 years now.
Wow.
He was that big when he arrived. So usually for this species, they max out at 350 to 400 pounds, but he's about 525.
He's 525 pounds.
525 pounds. 525 pounds of fun. As long as you're a person that's bringing him food.
Exactly.
But he's really our spokes tortoise for our facility.
He really is the hero of the zoo.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, he's got a good bite on it. I'm gonna let it go. Whoa.
Sometimes you just lose to him, but that's okay.
What's his personality like?
Not to be too cliche, but he's larger than life.
Yeah.
He's to people, he's very easygoing, and he'll follow you around like a slightly slower golden retriever, either looking for a nice handout like we're giving him now, or he even prefers being scratched on his head and neck over just about anything. Wow. Really. He'll stand there for literally quite a while you do that. Yeah, he's just Al.
And he shows his personality too online. He has a Twitter account.
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
At Big Al Says.
At Big Al Says. Go follow Big Al.
He drops some of the greatest tweets of all time.
So this is Big Al, the giant Aldabra.
Can't get much bigger.
I would love to see the radiated tortoises.
Sure, yeah, let's do that. I need to soak them anyways.
Let's soak them.
Let's do it.
We're back in the kitchen, soaking some radiateds. Michael, why are we soaking these tortoises? Why are we soaking these tortoises?
So the reason we do that is for hydration. Where the tortoises live naturally, it's like Tucson, only hotter and drier. So they don't naturally get a lot of access to fresh water, but since they're in human care, we do our best to give them the best.
Right.
So once a week, we will fill these tubs up with the shallow water and put them in and give them a little spray mist, and then just let them hydrate themselves naturally. And then we know they're done when they poop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So humans have coffee.
Yep.
And tortoises have soaking baths.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready to take you through the process.
All right. Well, it's very in depth.
Okay.
Like everything we've done here today. So I hope you can keep up.
Feels good.
Would you like to take a bath in there?
Would I ever? What do you think about that?
That looks perfect.
Okay.
I'll swap you out there.
It's a little heavy.
Thank you.
Okay.
So
which ones we want to
this
get
one is going to go into her own tub, so one of the tannish tubs. If you want to just kind of hold on the side there.
Okay. Got her.
Perfect.
All right. Let's go in a tub and soak. I'm going to put her in this one. Is she in the bath by herself because she's just so big?
Yeah, just because she's so big. Yeah. So those two will go together.
I got him. All right, little guys. There we go.
Sometimes it just helps initiate, like, oh, hey, we're in water and it's raining.
Right.
I should drink. So, and sometimes it does absolutely nothing. But at the very least, it gets the dust off of them.
Michael, we're just a couple of dudes giving turtles and tortoises baths.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does it make you feel good?
It does.
These guys are endangered, yes?
You could even say critically endangered.
Critically endangered.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the radiated tortoise, when I tell you the population size for how many are left in the wild, you can say, well, that's a lot, Michael. How are they critically endangered? There's thought to be about 3 million remaining. Mm-hmm. But at the beginning of this century, just 20 years ago now, they were thought to be 12 million. So that's a big difference. That is a big difference. So they're on the decline that is the same as what we did to the bison, a couple hundred years ago.
Okay.
It was a species you never thought would go extinct, and boom, we almost did it. So that's what's happening to the radiated tortoise. So our primary partner in this, the Turtle Survival Alliance, has drawn a line in the sand and saying, this is it. We are going to stop this to the best of our ability, and we're working with them to help make that happen. The species is safe in captivity, but we now just need to make sure it's safe in the wild, where it belongs.
That sounds like a massive conservation endeavor that stretches continents and a bunch of different zoos. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But my question is, do you guys do any conservation closer to home?
A little bit closer to home, yes. So saying you don't want to take that 23-hour long flight across halfway across the world. Bog turtles are another critically endangered species, but they're in our backyard. They are found along the Appalachian Mountains all the way up to New York. But yeah, the bog turtle was discovered in our state in 1986, and Zoo Knoxville has been working to study and research and better understand them since then. Bern Tryon, who was my predecessor here at the collection, he literally gave his life. He unfortunately developed lung cancer, but he did not want to do as advanced treatment as he probably could have, because he didn't want to take the money that he had pledged to Turtles after his death to fight that. So he literally gave his life. Yeah. So he was all in for bog turtles. So we have kept his work going since then, and we feel that there's still work to be done, and that's but yeah, that's kind of our primary local conservation project, and we also work with mud puppies. It's an aquatic salamander.
Well, speaking of mud puppies, I think we got some mud puppies brewing here in these baths with some radiated poop.
Yes, I think that was a perfect segue. Yes, that was terrific. So yeah, so now here comes the crazy part.
Yeah.
We rinse them off and then put them back in the cage.
Okay.
I lied, it's not that fancy.
Okay, buddy, let's go back in your house. I want to put you right here next to your friends. All right, well, I love it here in this kitchen. We did a lot of fun things here today, but
sure.
I know you have other places that you keep turtles and tortoises.
Everywhere, literally everywhere I can find a spot, I do.
Will we have any place to show me?
Yes, I wanna show you something awesome that we're working on that is going to hopefully be ready to unveil to everyone next spring. But yeah, then I'll take you down to the greenhouse to meet a couple more giant tortoises.
Let's go. As they've been saying around the zoo, something big is coming. And it turns out that something big is the Amphibian and Reptile Conservation Campus, or ARC. We grabbed some safety gear and are getting an early look at the still under construction experience. So this is the ARC.
This is it. Well, it's getting ready to be. We're getting closer every day.
Okay.
But yeah, you want a tour?
I would love a tour.
Let's go.
Lead the way.
Okay. So as you come in through this fancy entranceway, you'll look up and there'll be a nice turtle sculpture that'll be hanging down.
Nice.
Then there'll be two massive pictures of radiated tortoises here, because I always have to see radiated tortoises wherever I go. And so this area here, we call it the conservatory.
Okay.
So it's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. You're going to feel what the animals are feeling. We have UV penetrating skylights up there to benefit the animals. And then right above us here is what we're calling our sloth tree, because
sloth. You're going to have a sloth in here.
Why would you not have a sloth in here, right? Why not a sloth? Yeah. So that'll be his little home. He'll get to go down in there. He'll do sloth things, which I imagine is mostly sleeping. But in here, we're calling this our Asian transect exhibit. So it's going to feature about 5 species of really endangered freshwater turtles from throughout Southeast Asia, along with a couple species of rainbow fish, which are small and very colorful. Kids and adults that don't mind bending over can go in there and get their own little unique view into that habitat. So that's going to be really interesting.
Little kitty window in there?
Yeah, the kitty window, yeah. So, and then, why have one crocodilian exhibit when you can have 2 crocodilian exhibits? That's
a great philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? So in here, we're calling this the West African dwarf crocodile habitat. As their name leads, they're one of the smaller species of crocodilians, so they max out at about 5 feet. We're going to receive 3 individuals that are about 3 to 4 years old, so they'll be, about 3 feet long, from San Diego Zoo Global. And then in here, this to me is it is my personal favorite exhibit. I think it will become the favorite of many guests that come to us here at Zoo Knoxville. And this is going to be our Cuban crocodile exhibit.
Cuban crocodiles.
Cuban crocodiles, yeah. So they are a tad bit larger than the dwarf crocodiles from West Africa. Cubans max out at about 8 to 9 feet, 150 to 200 pounds. And although, that might not sound like the largest crocodile, which they admittedly are not, they are among the most intelligent, quickest on land and in the water. They have the ability to jump 6 feet out of the water. And they've even in captivity been shown to hunt in packs.
Oh my God! So, this is like a velociraptor situation.
It's sort of, yeah. It's sort of.
Can they open the doors?
I hope not. And then one of what I think the guests and I know that I'm most excited about is our we stole this from Jurassic World. We have a large bean that will have
the mosasaur.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Jumps out of the water.
Yeah, so we're going to be able. We will not be dangling great white sharks, as that is illegal on so many levels and unethical. We will dangle frozen rats and rabbits, and the crocodiles will be able to jump the 5 to 6 feet out of the water to grab them for guests. So we think the guests are going to love it. I know I'm loving it. So yeah.
This is amazing. I love this whole place. It gives you a lot of room to play, for conservation.
Yep.
That was literally just the first room. Michael showed me around the rest of the space, and yeah, it's going to be big. And a great home for our new turtle and tortoise friends. We're off to the last spot, the greenhouse, where Al and his pals stay when they're not on exhibit. All right, so this is the greenhouse. Michael, it's really hot in here.
Yeah.
So who that's Tex, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That is my good pal Tex.
Tex is just chilling over there. While Tex chills,
Yep.
if you don't mind, we've got a few questions from Facebook and Instagram.
Sure.
Let's put you on the spot and see if you know these answers.
Let's hope I do.
All right, so Christine N wants to know, how did Big Al come to the zoo, and what did you know about him before he came here?
Records from the mid-'70s are not the best for here at the zoo. But we do know that he and Tex, his buddy here, both came in through the port of Baltimore in late 1974, early 1975 is what the records kind of show. And then Al came straight here from whichever facility we purchased him from. We don't know what he cost. There's no record of that. There's just a photo of a couple guys opening a crate and out walked Al. So yeah. So for all we know, the Al and Tex were on the same shipment together.
Interesting.
So unfortunately, we don't know a lot about their original history.
Okay, I like this question. Tiffany H says, how strong are their shells?
So it's going to vary across the spectrum of the shell, but here along the edges, you can kind of see that they can be a couple inches thick. But probably even over here, it's probably at least a ½ inch thick. So I could lay down on Tex. You know, I weigh about 200 pounds. I could lay down on him, and Tex could pick me up and walk if he wanted to. IEO Tennessee, this is from Instagram. Okay.
She wants to know, do they sleep in their shells?
They do not. So, you know, that's a kind of a common thing. You know, folks see box turtles.
Right.
And, you know, box turtles can close all the way up. Aldabran tortoises have no natural predators, so when they sleep legs out, heads out. They don't care.
Okay, one last question, and it's my favorite one.
Okay.
This is from Elizabeth B. from Facebook. Do they like it when you scratch their shells?
That's kind of tough to answer.
Yeah.
But they don't walk away.
Okay.
So I feel like yes.
Okay.
Or maybe it's like that sort of tickling you do if you have kids, you know, and your kids just can't stand it, but they also don't leave. So,
right. And they wiggle though, right? Like some of them.
Yeah, they do the weird little butt wiggle dance. So that's kind of what we would unscientifically call it, I guess you could say. But yeah, our two females here, we can certainly give it a go, and I have no doubt.
Let's try to do a butt wiggle.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So you want to?
Yeah.
So this is Princess Gigi.
All right, Princess Gigi.
So you want to? I'll let you do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just scratch really hard on this scoot and that one. Those seem to be the ones that get them doing it.
Same time, or?
Yeah, you can try either way.
Let's do same time.
Well, she might be too focused on her hay. Let's see if I
try.
can.
Get in there.
You're making me look bad. I promised these guys a butt wiggle. Okay, well let's go try her.
Let's do a butt. So who's this?
This is Anderson.
Anderson.
Yep.
All right, Anderson, we're going to tell you a butt wiggle. Come here.
There you go. She's a game day player.
Yes. There you have it. Little butt wiggle for Anderson.
Nice.
That was awesome.
She's a team player. Thank you, Anderson.
Michael, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for showing us around, showing what you do every day, and most importantly, showing us how you take care of these turtles. It's been amazing.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming out and sharing it with our guests and everyone else here in the community that needs to see this. So
well,
thank
Michael,
you guys.
I'm sure we'll see you again when we come back for the Ark.
I can't wait.
Well guys, today was amazing. I had a blast and I'm literally obsessed with turtles, especially Big Al and my buddy Princess Gigi right here. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, tell us what you thought of the episode, tell us what animals you want to see next, but stay tuned because next time we're talking tigers. Rawr. I'm Brad, this is The Wildlife. See you guys next time. So to recap, I think, and now correct me if I'm wrong,
I will.
all turtles, wait,
Nope.
nope.
All tortoises are turtles.
All tortoises are turtles, but not all turtles are tortoises.
Correct.
I wish they taught us that in school.
Nice. I like it.
Okay, back to my original question.
Yeah.